Hello, and welcome to Abundantly Me. Now, this video is a little bit different. I was actually just on vacation. We were out and about and celebrating our 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th, right? I have my notebook right here. I wanted to share something with you. So listen, I'm in the middle of healing. And I guess I've been in the middle of healing my whole life. And I guess I'm understanding that, I don't know, I will either be going through healing, I don't know, walk of healing from this type of thing, if it's lifelong or what. So I'm saying it's just because there's levels. There's levels to healing, obviously. And I really thought that I had reached the deepest level of healing on this particular subject. And over the weekend, and really not even just over the weekend, over the past couple months, but specifically the past couple days, God has been letting me see. He's just been exposing things. And let me make sure this is off, so I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Listen, it's very sweet how sweet God is with me, right? How sweet he is with us. So this particular subject is from narcissistic abuse, right? But I have actually did some deep healing. Truly. And God has just revealed a whole other layer to me the past couple of days. And I'm like, okay, God. He also revealed why he's revealing why he couldn't show it all to me back when I was doing that first healing part 1, or even healing part 2, or even healing part 3. He's letting me know why I'm now in healing part 4. And while I'll probably go through a part 5 or part 6, there's layers. And basically it's kind of like he can't suffocate. He's not going to kill me, right? If he exposes it all at one time, it would probably kill me. And although I know I'm strong, I'm good, right? He is revealing one thing at a time. Anyway, let me just start. So I'm trying to take my time with how I'm going to say certain things, because I don't really care to expose people or do things like that. But what God is telling me to say is that right now in this time, when I posted that last video on a rare bloom is happening, it's like he is doing some deep healing right now. And I don't know, if you are watching this video, you may be the first of your, and your family, of your lineage, to really break a generational curse, or to truly be different, heal different, show up different. I don't know. And so anyways, I thought that I've healed this thing before, but he actually started to show me how I repeated a lot of the same things in certain relationships, right? And so, yes, pretty much every relationship that I've been in, including this most recent one, which ended back in March or whatever, extreme narcissistic abuse. But what I did, see, because I went through all of these stages. So Janethia is someone who values, I love. It's not even I love. I need to understand, right? I value understanding. And when I went through all of these layers before in my life of healing, or what I thought was healing, which it was. What it was actually, it was more of understanding. It was allowing me to understand some people, because I just couldn't. I didn't understand how some people could just treat other people certain ways, specifically me, right? And anyways, this specific thing was, I guess I'd end up speaking on it. It's my parents. But I went through this thing, and it wasn't to say anything to these people. It wasn't to call them out. It was truly to understand. I needed to understand. I wanted to at least understand their actions. I didn't understand how people could be like this. No. And then because of my dynamic and how close these people were to God, for me, I needed to understand for a lot of reasons, right? But anyway, what that understanding did, allowed me to forgive them. It allowed me to forgive myself. It allowed me to almost attach words to the experiences I'd been having, right? It's like, honestly, that understanding did so much for me. It did so much. I thought that it was healing. And really, it kind of was healing. Not kind of. It really was. But what's happening now is I kept a lot of the process of healing strictly here, strictly in my mind, strictly right there. I was very logical about this thing. And it's interesting because I'm also someone that I want to feel. Like, I want to be healed. I want to heal. I don't want to be stuck. I'm not scared to feel, no matter what it is. I believe we're supposed to feel everything, good, bad, everything. So I'm not scared to feel. I know it may suck to feel some things, but I'm not scared to feel. But I wasn't feeling with my heart. I was processing it in my mind. I was just being very logical. And so what's happening now, I am healing. I'm experiencing now with my heart. I've experienced a lot with my heart. It's weird. It's actually not really that weird. But what's weird is that I thought that I experienced. I felt like I did. And it's because I spent a long time here. And because of that, I experienced a lot. Or at least I processed. Through processing this, it felt like I was experiencing. But anyway, now I digress. I have my notebook here because how this came about. I wanted to just tell you guys how this came about. I know that was a huge intro. So I was getting my nails done when I was out and about celebrating the 4th. And just randomly, this content popped up on my YouTube channel. It was a video on the daughters of narcissistic parents. This is not the type of content that I listen to at all. Nope. I don't listen to content like that. I don't listen to content on healing. No. Which is interesting because it's like, oh, why don't I? But I don't. A lot of my content right now on YouTube is really based on scriptures. Trying to just understand scriptures and things like that because that's just where I'm at. And every couple weeks or so, I literally just reset my history. So, because things get a little... So, this was random. I'm getting my nails done. I didn't bring a book to read. Normally I do, and I didn't bring a book to read. But I did have my notebook. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and listen to this video. Caught my attention. I feel led to watch it. It was a 20-minute video. I'm like, cool, I can sit here. Let me see. Because I hadn't sat with this topic in a while. So I'm like, well, let me just see what it says, how it affects people, you know? I don't know. Let me just see. I just wanted to read some of my notes. My notes. I'm under the influence. Under the influence of trauma. I wasn't raised. I was shaped through fear, shame, control, and constant correction. God is healing this right now. I put in, I appreciate this. Now, this is a big thing. I need to look to God for my validation. And then I put, this is a big part of my, I don't know, my thing. I was confused. God just revealed this thing to me because I don't look to anyone else for validation. No. I have only looked, well, let me not say only, because that's like a fallacious statement, right? But when I went through my healing, I stopped looking to my parents for validation, and it's like I really turned that back here. It's like I validate myself. I don't need you to validate me. I'm good. But doing this YouTube thing, I realized that in doing this, it's come to my attention plenty of times that I'm looking for you guys to validate me in a way, to validate my walk with God. And that's the thing. I might take this out because this video is beginning to get too long. But anyway, I'm looking and I'm waiting for comments. I'm looking and I'm waiting for likes. I'm looking and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone to confirm, oh, this was perfect. This was right on time. Or I'm waiting to receive that type of thing. And then it makes me feel good. Like, oh, okay, God. Even though God gave me this thing. So he revealed this to me yesterday. It blew my mind. because I healed through this thing, right? And prior to doing YouTube, I was looking to who for validation? I'm good. But it's because it had to come out this way. And it's not even like I'm looking to the world for validation in the sense, but it was just revealed that there is a part of me that is needing a confirmation that I'm doing something right, because I have not ever been validated outside of myself. And sometimes that's just a little mental thing for me. And so anyway, when I get those comments of, oh my gosh, this is right on time, or this was that, it's like, oh, great. It is like it validates me. And it does make me feel good. It makes me feel validated. That's exactly what it does. Yes. And he's letting me know that that's not what I should be doing. He's exposing it. God told me to post a video. He gave me this word, and that's just that. Whether I get a like, a comment, or anything, that's just that. He's building me stronger in him. He's honestly, there's so many things that's happening. And let me get back to so I'm just sharing though. I'm normally pretty okay, but he exposed it to me. And the way, I'll let you guys know in another video how it was exposed. But maybe someone else needed to hear that. You need to look to God for your validation. Another note, inner child work. I need to do inner child work. It's so crazy to even hear that. Because, like I said, I have healed. Or so I thought. No, I have healed. But there's levels to this thing. All right, now also, I wrote, I have to heal what's been poisoned. Yes. Listen, when I said this, and I just paused because he just showed me again. And I thank you, God. Thank you for that. What he actually showed me was my decisions as in my adulthood. Things that I've done, which in the moments, I just thought it was just me making decisions. And I've reflected on these things and I just felt like, oh, that was a poor decision. But he was showing me, no, it wasn't just that. It was a bad decision. All right. Yes. But what it was, me actually being under the influence of trauma. This was the depth of this narcissistic abuse. This was me still making decisions from being under the influence of trauma. Certain people that I attached to. Listen, when I went through level 1, level 2, and level 3 of my healing, and when I kept it here, just in the understanding space, I started to know how to love unconditionally. I got to a place of, I started to know how to love a narcissist unconditionally, right? Because these narcissists was parents. And one of them I just realized. But anyway, listen. What I basically did was, because I started understanding them, just made it easy to forgive. But what it did was, it's like, I'm going to love you guys. I'm going to love you. I would love them from a distance. I would love them. I would still come over. I would still do certain things. I don't care. I don't need you to be nice to me. I don't need you to not. It's not like I'm trying to get you to do. No, I'm good. I'm on my own. I'm fine. I'm actually good. And so, and it's also because I would give an unconditional love too. I'm just going to reflect light. I'm just going to reflect love. Because that's just what it is. Right? That's what having the understanding did for me. It allowed me to make sense. Because I don't believe people are just inherently bad. But, right? I think people just have issues. Like I am people. All people got issues, right? But I think people just be having issues. I'm not making an excuse, but it just helped me to understand. But what that did was I then got trapped in this cycle of loving, of being honestly, I was the best person. I attracted a bunch of narcissists. The best person, right? For a narcissist, because I learned unconditional love, basically. I learned unconditional love. Right? I was very strong-minded. I was very stern. I'm going to tell you about yourself. But it's also like, I know how to point out. I know how to identify that people have issues. We just have it. People have issues. And it wasn't from... Anyway, look, I digress. I was saying that because that's pretty much what it was. I'm now trying to speak out I'm trying to justify stuff. And really doesn't matter. God was just revealing to me. God was just revealing to me my actions. And what they were, and how it was all just falling under this, being under the influence of trauma. It was just mind blowing. And how even right now, how it's like I still fall there because of what I was just saying. And that's why I couldn't finish that sentence. I was able to finish other sentences, but I could not finish that sentence. That's how I felt, because I would excuse things right here, right under this trap of unconditional love, which was normally one-sided. But anyway, it wasn't even just that. It was so much more than that, but that was that. I couldn't finish that sentence because that was foolishness, but I'm able to now finish talking in complete sentences because this is the truth. But listen, I said I have to heal what's been poisoned. I have to become that great mother to myself, to my younger self, and to the very person I am today. That doesn't just mean to be fun or buy myself things, but love myself in moments where I was rejected the most. Now listen, I've already did this thing. I felt like I did it, but I started realizing some things. Even though I did go through healing, I was processing it logically, not in the heart. And he was revealing this to me. But listen, so I said, yes, and my strength, power, and my success. I'm supposed to love myself in those things. But I also need to not berate myself when I make mistakes, right? I then remember Googling, what does berate mean? I know how to use it in a sentence, but I don't know the actual Webster definition. So to scold, to criticize myself, to criticize someone angrily. I also wrote, I can't expect myself to be perfect. It's strange because I live in this cycle of, I know I'm not perfect. I was brought up to know I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But I was also always corrected on so many small things that it's like, because of these things, I want to be perfect. There's so many different parts of it. And these are reasons. This is the little voice in my head. These are the reasons that I have this little voice in my head that is trying to perfect myself. Even though I know no one's perfect. But I'm driving myself crazy because I have this little voice that is mad that I'm not perfect. And it's not even that I'm mad. It's such a weird dynamic because I'm not mad. But I don't allow myself a break, is what it is. I don't allow myself to breathe. I don't allow my own self breathing room. It's not even like I'm striving for perfection. No, because I know that I'm not perfect. But I also don't give myself breathing room. Yes. I have to be kind to myself when I'm struggling. I hate struggling. Simple as that. I hate struggling. And I'm not really kind to myself. It's so weird because I know this. I've practiced self-love. I know self-love. I understand. It's like I went through many of moments and times in my life where it's like I need to do self-love. I need to do, and I've gone through it. I've gone through the moments to love myself and all of these things. And yes, I feel great. But it's like I can only sit there for a little bit because then it's like, well, what am I doing now? I need to earn self-love or something like that. Something needs to... But it's not even just that. There's just too many levels and layers to this thing. It's just too many. But I just don't give myself breathing room. It is weird. It's a weird dynamic. I'm struggling because this is it. I contradict. There's contradiction going on in here sometimes. There's a little voice that contradicts this right here. Sometimes it contradicts. And I'm seeing that. I don't know how to explain it because when I went through the first healing, I healed with the mind. But then when I went through a second healing, I healed with the heart, but I never combined them or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it all out. I wrote a few other things. I need to be patient with how long it takes me to learn or with how long it takes me to change. Yes. And this was a big one. I have to stop obsessing over making someone see my value. And that was tough because I didn't feel like I was doing that because I see my value. I know my value. And I would actually stay. And that is it right there. I would stay whether you see my value or not. I don't need you to see my value. I see my value. Honestly, because of the healing 1 and healing 2, which just honestly, it allowed me to survive. It allowed me to not go into a depressed state of mind. But what it also did was it put me in a place, it just sat me right there in the territory of narcissists. I was prey because I was going to love you unconditionally. That's exactly what I was going to do. And that is what I did. It was a long video. I'm going to see. I think I'm still going to post it. I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to see how I'm going to edit this. But anyway, that was the very last thing. I'm processing it while recording it, and I'm going to edit this video down. But listen, God is in the middle of a deep, deep healing. There is a beautiful flower that's blooming right now. It's blooming right here on me. It's blooming on you. And I don't know. It is sweet, actually, because it's just sweet to, because I'm very self-aware also. I'm pretty self-aware, and so it's sweet to experience this bloom and to be aware of self. It's like, oh, I'm blooming right now. It's like a flower is about to bloom, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm about to bloom. I'm aware that I'm about to bloom. And it's like, oh my gosh, I know exactly when I'm about to bloom. This is me about to bloom. Oh, look at this. I'm blooming. Oh my gosh, I'm blooming. So that's what's sweet. I thank God all the time for my mind and for what he's given me. It's so sweet. I love my mind. I love my relationship with God. I love that anyway, that's what I have. My notes. I didn't just read them off the way I wanted to. So I'm going to figure out a way to edit this video down. But yes, I digress. I've been sitting here rapping. But God let me know he's doing a deep, deep healing right now. This is that bloom. Something is happening. And if you feel like you're not delayed. Honestly, a big part of why he couldn't give it to me before is because I wasn't rooted enough to receive it before. I was only rooted enough to receive stage 1 of healing. I was only rooted enough to receive stage 2 of healing, that understanding. But now, stage 3, stage 4, I am very rooted. He's revealing some things. And that's why it's like the more deeply rooted I become, the more he probably will expose. And that's why it's like, wow, God. Wow. No words. That's it. That's all I have. Anyway. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.